So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Is that your king?
Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
That's what being 6'4" gets you.
Returned to right around the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
1st down throw. Here's Franks. Open man is McMahon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Honestly, I don't either. I'll be getting my shit streamed at.
Franks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the 1st quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Man.
And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air.
Stay in it.
Yards.
Weird.
On 1st down, here's Franks. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Yeah, young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I mean, my O-line not bad.
Because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what
Actually, what you got on?
Their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Well, the nigga you got edge that on, not even on the edge, I don't think. Well, that's his areas on the end.
Franks now. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Okay.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Okay.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14 beats 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Beats are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Why you mute your mic? I was listening to that, nigga.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Ignorance.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And
never mind. You can mute now.
We'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Switch up, switch up. Hey, check Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 12.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mike 12. Mike 12.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Check back 20.
Frank's looking to throw.
Check.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Kill. Hey, check back 11, check back 11. I'm coming.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Frank's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. And running with power here. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
You better be afraid of me. 19 right. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 12. Mike 12. Come on, the ball hard. Check it. Mike 12. Mike 12. Watch the pass.
Back to throw. Franks eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 12.
Looking to throw. Franks. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike.
Now back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
26, Mike, 26.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
All ready. Check Mike 11. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Hey, check Mike.
They'll look to throw.
I got you, boy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Setting up play action. Franks out to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. And a huge play that time. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Check tight end, check.
Franks. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Beats are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, Packers.
Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check 99.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Franks. That's caught by McMath. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
The Franks looking to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
a gain of 6. And a Brooklyn 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check back 12. Back 12. Gotta do better.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is McMath. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Franks now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Franks. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A big play there on the catch and run.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 50, check 50.
Steal, check steal. Hut, hut.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Push him back. Push him back. 26, check 26.
Black shot.
12's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Check 31, check 31.
Slice. 97.
I got it. Mike 12.
Red. Cycle. Ready. Go.
Second down, Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Hey, watch his slant, watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Check
38.
Mike 12, Mike 12. They get angry.
Green jack.
12's the mic.
Ready.
Back to throw. Franks. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Back to 60. Hey, I'm coming.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the edge.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really
Boy.
play. Great job defensively to get
Nigga just put me through hell.
We know that every play during a game matters.
Huh?
Never sure which one's going to be
Nigga, what?
Open? Run that wide open?
What about it?
Do a dunk?
Man. Oh, wait, no, that nigga, my nigga deflect that bitch.
No, that was the second time.
Oh.
The first time, remember? That nigga was wide the fuck open. That was
Hey.
game right there.
Hey, that nigga had me.
Hey, if that bitch would have hit, that was game.
I had 3 timeouts.
Nigga, it was like a minute left. I was finna.
Boy. I'm like, what the?
My defense like that's acceptable. My offense.
Your defense is OD. Nigga, you got 2 touchdowns off rip from defense. That shit crazy. Nigga, I thought I was finna lose. I thought I was finna lose, nigga.
Nigga, I thought I was good when they sold me. That shit just pissed me off.
Nigga had 0 touch. Nigga had 0 touch. Wait, hold up.
0 touchdowns, 310 yards.
Oh yeah, cause you had 2 rushing. Yeah, that last drive you was in the red zone, I made sure I put a spot. Because you was on score again off that shit. That rollout shit retarded. But yeah, nigga, you had me stressing because the D-line was coming in at first, but them niggas started coming in. My whole team was tired as fuck, though.
Yeah, my team was yellow the whole game. But this dog fucking blew up, man. Pissed him off.
Damn, nigga really just took me all the way.